Toronto.
So we didn't get to the Rays yet, right?
No.
All right. Ready? You ready?
Yep. Welcome back. This is episode 135 of the NYYST Podcast, presented to you by baseballism.com. I'm your host, Christian. As always, joined by my co-host, Chris.
You.
Forget him.
I can't believe this, right? I'm so excited to come back from vacation to do a show. When's the last show we were all together?
Not the one before I left, because Ryan wasn't here for that either.
Right.
So I'm not going on 4 shows.
4 shows. It's a joke.
Well, you know, we gave this guy an opportunity to come, and he said that he was sleeping.
He's sleepies.
If he pops in, he pops in. If he doesn't, he doesn't. On a personal matter, it's my wife's birthday today.
It is.
So,
Happy birthday.
Time to sit around and wait for Ryan to get here.
That's okay. It's okay. We all have shit to do.
Guy wants
Unless this is all part of a plan.
What plan?
Punch on the pod plan.
No.
Is this Punch on the Pod plan?
No, on the Yankee season, this is not part of the Punch on the Pod plan.
Are you sure? Not yet. Now you're going to text them.
No.
And now you're going to be like, hey, when you get here, great opportunity.
This was you know what? This would have been an excellent opportunity.
If I didn't just call you out on it.
But no, honestly.
Happy birthday to your wife.
It has nothing to do with the Punch on the Pod.
Happy birthday to your wife. 31.
Mm-hmm.
Younger than you.
Yep.
Much younger.
Mm-hmm.
My vacation was good,
Mm-hmm.
since you probably weren't even going to ask. And we got through all the bullshit now. Now we can talk about the best team in Major League Baseball.
Oh, are they? Because they lost today. So, if you go on social media.
Oh, they're what, do they suck again?
Oh,
I haven't checked. Do they suck?
No, they suck today.
Oh.
Today, because they lost today, they suck.
Oh, and I think the Rays won, so technically.
Did the Rays win?
Well, they were winning.
The Red Sox lost.
The Red Sox lost?
Yes.
I thought the Sox were killing whoever they were playing.
They were playing in Baltimore. They lost today.
I thought the Sox were winning 5-0.
Look, whether you like it or not, this is a 5-star New York Yankee team. So in honor of that, why don't you go to iTunes and leave us a 5-star rating and review, please?
Seriously. And you know what? And I think we should be as transparent as possible. Okay?
If you want
I live by transparency. I really do. And we had a discussion, and I apologize for the people who watch or listen to this show, because you can watch us on YouTube, subscribe to that channel as well, give us a couple thumbs ups, whatever. I apologize to the people who listen with their kids or younger people who listen, but I'm someone who curses a lot. I curse a lot. I say fuck a lot. I do. And I apologize. And we talked about the difference between being explicit and not holding back and just cursing to curse. And I'm not going to curse just to curse, but I do curse a lot. It's part of my personality. It's part of my humor. And I'm just going to warn everyone from here on out, I'm not holding back anymore. So I apologize. I actually think it will be better for the show. But I'm just letting you know right off the bat, I'm not holding back anymore. And I have a rant that I need to get to at some point this show, but we'll give you some actual Yankee content first, I guess, because last show, when I wasn't here, missed my first episode ever, by the way. When I wasn't here, you guys didn't even get to the Rays series yet. And I think that's that guy, Rye.
Is it?
I think so. So I better watch my face. What's up, man?
Oh, you woke up from your slumber?
He's still sleeping, I think. What's up, Rye? I'll turn your mic on.
Yeah.
So I just said to Christian, we're recording, right?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, douchebag, sit down.
Where are my headphones?
He has them. I said to Christian.
Wait, are we really recording?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're recording.
Oh, wait. How long have you been here?
Just now. We just started.
So
I
we're
just said to
really-
Christian, though, I said, is this a ploy? Is this Punch on the Pod right here? I thought you were going to come up here and be like, yeah, I was sleeping. So we were just saying that.
I was just actually sleeping. This is not a...
I was just saying that I'm not holding back anymore.
If you even think about punching me first.
No. I'm talking about cursing and stuff.
Oh, that.
I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not gonna.
It's open season now.
For what?
For you to get punched.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is this stuff good? I got it look good in my fridge, so I grabbed it.
And you know what?
Yeah, it might be expired.
I'm not saying we should have 2-hour episodes. I've been the one to say, and if you're fucking listening right now and you're bored, then stop listening. I don't care. Because I need to get some stuff out. I haven't been here. I feel like I haven't done a show in so long. It's been 2 weeks.
Us three haven't.
This is the first show in a month that the three of us have been here.
I'm just gonna scroll on my.
That's
phone.
Okay. Scroll. I'm waiting for you too.
Well, you said you had stuff to get off your chest.
Oh, you want me to get it off off the bat?
That's what you want to do.
Do the people want this? All right. I have 2 things. And I'm telling you right now, you might not like what I'm going to say. Okay. Do you want to just go with it?
Okay.
The floor's yours, bro.
Thanks, man.
Okay, floor's yours.
All right. So I haven't been here in a while, right?
Chris from Woodland Park, go ahead.
Now everyone knows where I live. I haven't been here in a while.
You confirmed it.
The Yankees are incredible.
Nobody knows where Woodland Park is anyway.
Yeah, it's true. They went 7-3 on this homestand. I mean, we'll break shit down, I guess, but let's just get real for a second. Let's get fucking real right now. Look at me. Let's get real. Okay? What has been the biggest thing this week and now for the rest of the season?
What do you mean?
What's the new narrative behind the Yankees? I mean, what's the new rally cry?
Oh, the Savages?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of like a tough blow, right? Let's be honest for a second. Who had the video?
We know who had it.
Right? And that's our competition. And you know what? I think that's awesome that that's our competition. And I'm happy for them. I am, because John Boy and we could say his name. Everyone knows who he is now. New York Post did a friggin' article on him, right?
Man, he did.
Great for them. You know what? Great for him. Great for the show that they do. He puts in a lot of work and I respect that. But that doesn't mean that it's not like tough to deal with when you are 3 people who could put yourself in that realm of what you're trying to do. And that's been a tough blow this week, because as happy and as much as you can respect them for, you know, what they do and their success, it doesn't mean that it doesn't sting a little bit, you know? So that's been something that's like,
yeah, it doesn't help when the content is actually like really, like that Boone video was,
dude,
one of the best.
Let me tell you something. It was awesome.
Mike,
I'm not going to sit here. And I think that John Boy does a lot of shit that, like, I kind of just sit there and I'm just like, why are people going so crazy over this? Maybe part of it's being bitter about it. I don't know. It's natural. It's natural.
That's a natural thing.
When you work as hard as we do to try and be successful, it's natural to be like, you know what? Sometimes fuck them. Yeah. Right?
No, definitely.
But in this respect, this video was awesome.
It's kind of like, what does Vince Vaughn's character say to Ron Burgundy at the end of Anchorman? He's like, I hate you, Ron Burgundy, but damn do I respect you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. Right? So that's been a little tough. Then I hear today, Christian tells me, did you read this article on this douchebag?
No.
Robert Silverman. And I'm calling him out because I want to have him on the show. I want his ass on the show.
He wrote the article, or is it about him?
It's about Mariano Rivera, because apparently now in this country, you can't be Catholic, right? What else? What else can't you be, Christian? Can you tell me?
No.
And let me tell you something. I will never get political. You want to know my politics? I hate all of them. I hate all politics.
He's not lying either.
Honestly, if I read something or if a politician, if the president says something I agree with, I'll tell you I agree with it. If he says something stupid that I don't agree with, I'm going to sit here and tell you that I don't agree with it. But what I will tell you is that I don't read bullshit out of nowhere and take it out of context and then run with it. If a headline comes out about Trump where he says something racist or whatever, instead of just sitting there and being like, you know what, our president's a racist, I actually go find the full speech and listen to what he had to say. Now, does he say a lot of stupid shit? Absolutely. But a big part of it is all taken out of context. And that's what everyone does now. That's what everyone feeds off of. And this scumbag, what's his name? Robert Silverman?
I don't even bother to learn his name. So that tells
He's
you how
a
much I
piece
care
of
about it.
shit. I'll tell you that right now. And I hope he comes on this show to talk because honestly, the fact in this country that you can't just sit down and enjoy something and just have it be pure anymore is a joke. That whenever something fucking good happens, there has to be something that is brought up to make half of us feel one way and half of us feel a different way. And I'm sick of it. And the fact that they have to do it with my sports, with my athletes that I grew up loving, he can go screw himself.
I thought one of you sent that link. I don't see it on our group chat.
I don't know. I didn't send
I
it.
didn't send any.
Who sent that to me? It was something about him being right wing, or maybe I just looked it up.
Maybe you just saw it. He's
Yeah,
far
it's-
right wing because you know what? Now even in sports, the politics just hover over everything. It's such a joke, and I'm so sick of it. These athletes, first of all, not that this is Mo's fault by any means, but they need to stop using their platform to speak a political narrative. I'm sick of it, man. If you're
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
I do fully agree with it because there's a difference between being political and trying to make a difference. And I'm not sitting here telling you that they can't use their platform to make a difference.
Okay.
But when they give a political view where they pretty much say, if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. You are separating this country in such a fierce way. It's actually scary. It's scary because look what happened with the USA soccer team, right?
The girls' team?
Yeah.
The women's team?
The women's team. This should have been something that was celebrated by this country as one. But instead, politics get involved, right? The whole thing was a political ploy. The whole thing.
At
least that
ploy.
Well, whatever. Give me a better word. I like that you're listening to me, though. I didn't think you were even listening.
It's not. I wasn't a political.
All right.
ploy,
So what
but
was it? It was a political outcry.
It was a media-driven story that.
But whose fault was it?
They connected it politically.
They connected it politically because the president and Megan Rapinoe did not agree with each other. So instead of it being, celebrating the women's national team winning a World Cup, it was her versus the president, which, again, is what you went back to saying that it's always got to be one versus the other. And it's a lot of you wanted to talk about this, so you talk about it. I don't want to get involved in politics.
But I don't think, but this isn't politics. This is life. Okay.
Yeah, but whether we Yankees podcast.
But you know what? Hold on.
So if you want to talk about the guy that wrote this stupid ass article today, where it bothers me that this isn't news about Mariano Rivera, that he's visited
Catholic.
the president, or he's pro-Israel, or he's this, or he's that. You've known about this for months. It's the fact that you chose the day that he went into the Hall of Fame to release it so you could get yourself the attention that you so richly wanted in your life. That's what bothers me. Write anything you want. That's fine. That's your prerogative.
Didn't that happen last year with someone in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
A story dropped.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about every year it seems in the NFL draft, a story drops right before someone's to be drafted.
That's what the stupid.
No, it was something though.
The nonsense about this article today was that
the timing of it.
The timing of it. You could have, if you really wanted to break the glass, shatter the glass that Mariano Rivera, in your opinion, maybe is not the greatest guy that he claims to be. Then why don't you do that 3 months ago, 4 months ago?
And I'm not trying to get political. What I'm saying is, regardless of your views, the fact that she used her platform to get political and that the media does it now with guys like Mariano Rivera is what is splitting us apart. And that's why I just don't think that the sports are a platform for political nonsense.
But you know what? In their defense, if they have something that they're passionate about and they feel wronged by certain people, do you think anybody's going to care about Megan Rapinoe 2 weeks from now?
No.
Did you even hear her name in the news that much now?
I didn't
exactly.
even know that was her name.
Can I be honest with you? I don't even know her name. I just know if I ran into her in the street, I'd be like, holy shit, that's the girl.
So if she feels that she needs to speak out about about something, when is she going to do it? When her what's the word?
And I'm pretty sure it worked
when her
for
visibility is the greatest.
And I'm pretty sure it worked for them, right? I'm pretty sure that they signed a bill. And you know what? I'll be completely honest with you. They should be getting paid more than the men's team.
Oh, I don't.
They generate
get into it, but
right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
It's a revenue thing.
But what I'm saying is,
the men's World
just
Cup
because I'm against her and how she did it doesn't mean I'm against her views. And I think that's a big problem in this country.
That
also
is a big problem.
Is that just because I'm upset about one portion of what she did doesn't mean that I think she's wrong. I think she's right. I just don't agree with it. And you see it spilling into everything.
Yeah, that's the
and
problem.
I think that the Silverman jerk-off is wrong for doing this, because this was our day to have just a celebration of someone who, in our eyes, was nothing but a pure, incredible athlete who was the first unanimous decision into the Hall of Fame. And Durant. Okay?
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right.
Thank you.
So for the three of you that are still listening, the Yankees just completed a homestand earlier today. They went 7-3 on this homestand. They took 2-3 from the Jays, 3-4 from the Rays, and 2-3 from the Rockies. But, all you're going to hear about today is how James Paxton sucks and this team's not good enough to win a World Series. So I don't know what to tell anybody anymore.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
This is a legitimate question I want you to try and answer.
Mm-hmm.
I sit here every single day and I say to myself, this team can't win a World Series unless they get a legitimate pitcher, right? Do you say that too?
No.
You don't?
I've changed my mind on that.
Okay, because that's what I was going to ask you. Over the last couple days, I've been like, why do I keep saying that to myself? Why can't this team win the way they are? Because I think they might be good enough.
Do you know who I think is going to end up starting game 2 of the ALDS?
Chad Green.
Chad Green's not. I don't see that.
I don't know.
There is no way if Paxton
did they lose their
pitching
first
this way,
opener game
that he'll be a game 2 starter in the playoffs.
Huh?
If James Paxton,
I'm sorry, Ryan. What did you say?
Did they lose their first opener game the other day?
No, they haven't.
They ended up winning.
Right?
Yeah, that was game 2 of the doubleheader. They won.
They got off to a bad start. It was like 2-0 or something.
I don't know. They've been trailing every game.
And they just come back.
They've won most of them. I mean, what you can't if the game's going to be at Yankee Stadium, hasn't he been pretty mediocre at Yankee Stadium? Or he has that one bad inning. You can't afford to have that start the game with.
You sound like you want to defend James Paxton,
because if you're
I want to defend James Paxton.
If you're gonna bring up he's gonna have that one bad inning, then you don't start him.
Okay, that's what I said.
Start.
Huh?
I said
but here to start.
I said who I thought was going to start game 2 of the ALDS.
Okay, well, listen, this is where we're going to go now, because who is out there? You and I touched on this last week when we were here. Who's out there? Who are the Yankees bringing in here that's going to make a big impact on this team?
Madison Bumgarner.
We're the Giants right now.
He's done.
No, I know.
We're the Giants right now.
Did you see my tweet? I talked to someone.
What do I always say
San Francisco
about baseball?
It sounds like they're not going to touch him.
It's all about going on one nice run, and the Giants are on that nice run at the worst possible time for the Yankees.
I know.
Giants are now, they're 3 out of a wild. They're 3 games back in the lowest column in a wild card. Are they ready to sell right now?
No. Listen, I talked to someone in the San Francisco Giants organization that we know, and I simply said, will we see Madison Bumgarner in pinstripes this season? He said, it's hard to say. It's possible. Depends on the haul we'd get back and how we play over the next 2 weeks, which to me at first was like, what? What do you mean how you play over the next 2 weeks? They are legitimately considering not moving him at all. And that's with each win that they have. Are they winning right now?
They're tied with the Mets in the 8th inning.
Okay. Well, if they win that game, I mean, it's definitely possible that he doesn't even move.
Madison Bumgarner's a legend in San Francisco.
You know, I was up the. Sorry, were you going on with that?
Madison Bumgarner's a legend in San Francisco. Bruce Bochy's a legend in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
Are they going to give them one more chance to try to make a run?
I guess. And you want to know something?
I don't think they're good enough.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Yeah, they're on a 2-game skid
Correct me if I'm wrong on this statement.
No, they're not.
The years
they took the first 2 from the Mets. They lost last night.
correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the years that the Giants won the World Series, I think it's the Giants.
No, 2-game skid.
They were like literally, it was every year they won, I feel like, in the last decade. I've been like, where did they come from?
Every even year, right? They won.
Ryan, where are you seeing that they lost 2 in a row?
Wow. I was in 2018.
Wow. Why do you guys both do that all the time?
Because I was looking, I looked up the season last year to see where the Yankees were.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like every time the Giants win, they've come out of nowhere. They've never had these, like, maybe once they had a like incredibly dominant team. But who's to say that this team can't find a spark here and go on a run to win it all? You don't know.
And again, do the Yankees see Madison Bumgarner as that missing piece? We don't know that.
Yeah.
Are they willing to pay a certain tax to bring a rental in here? No. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I honestly, you know who I could see happen more than anyone is Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, you want to look at the standings there?
No, but that's the thing.
Marcus Stroman's
That's the thing.
Would be the guy.
I think Cleveland is.
The Indians are now 3 games back of the
absolutely
friggin' in the division. Yeah.
I'm not saying that,
and they hold the top wild
but
card.
listen to me. I'm not saying that the Indians are going to sell. I forget who they compared him to. I think it might have been Tampa Bay.
Yes, we brought this up already.
Oh, you guys did? Or with me?
You might have been here.
No. I know we talked about them being like them breaking down and rebuilding, but not a full rebuild. It's called a, what do we call it? Retool. I understand that, but think about this for a second. In that division, can they still win it without Trevor Bauer? I think they can.
Yeah, you bring in
if they
Clint
can
Frazier
get rid of Trevor Bauer and still be competitive.
This is why, you wanted to, again, you got to look at things.
Clint Bauer?
You got to look at things from a logical perspective. If they're going to trade Trevor Bauer because they don't want to pay him next year and beyond, they need somebody to come in there and make starts for Trevor Bauer. Who on the Yankees is going to do that?
Deivi Garcia.
Yeah.
He's not ready.
Why?
He's not ready
here.
No, he's not ready.
All right. So what?
Yeah, but
who
Cashman
else?
said that he could be ready to contribute this season
as a bullpen arm. He's on a pitch count down in AAA.
Mm-hmm.
He only threw 3 innings last night or whenever the last time he pitched. He's not ready to go up. Trevor Bauer leads the major leagues in innings
pitched
Luis
this year, man.
Yeah, okay.
Well, is Kluber coming back? Is he back yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's back yet, but soon. I don't know, man. I see it as a possibility.
You know what? I don't, because the Yankees don't have anybody that they could slide in there. Who you going to trade Domingo Herman? You going to put Domingo Herman in this package?
I don't know. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Chris, because the one thing that the Yankees covet more than anything is young, controllable starting pitching.
Let me tell you something.
And they're going
right
to trade
now.
Domingo Herman.
Let me tell you something
Go
right
ahead,
now.
Tell me.
Let me ask you, actually.
Okay.
Is Domingo Herman...
Get that right hand ready.
Is Domingo Herman on a pitch count?
Yes, he is.
Okay. If he reaches that limit, will he be contributing to this team in the postseason?
Maybe.
Would you not get rid of him?
No.
If they get rid of him, hold on. If they get rid of Domingo Herman, can they still win this division?
Chris, they could trade the entire team and probably still win a division.
Right. Okay. So who would you trust more in a postseason game, Domingo Herman or Trevor Bauer? Who helps the Yankees win a World Series in 2019, Domingo Herman or Trevor Bauer?
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why you guys you can't look at it like this. We're trying to figure out a logical reason why something will or will not happen.
I'm not saying that Bauer is going to get traded for Domingo Herman. You brought that up.
Because that's the only guy in the Yankees system right now that the Indians will look at and say, hey, this is a guy we could slot in and kind of replicate what Bauer's given us. And
they don't need to replicate.
Yes, they do.
They need to build their farm system back up. Chris, they don't have a farm system.
If the postseason ended today, they would be in the playoffs.
Who doesn't have a farm system?
No, they wouldn't be.
Who?
The Indians?
No. I'm just saying no to you in a sense of they need to build their farm system. The Indians, because they know they're being realistic in saying we don't have a championship team right now.
They would take prospects in the deal, but they would need somebody to make starts for them.
Okay, Chance Adams.
Okay.
Why not?
That's a real fucking smart answer.
Why not?
Because if they're going to be up, they are trying to contend to win their division. They're not going to take Chance Adams.
Yo, pull your pop filter back a little bit.
They're not. Come on, bro. Be realistic.
I am being
You
realistic.
think they're going to take Chance Adams?
You're not looking at it like
not
this.
being realistic,
No, I am being realistic, and I'll tell you why right now. Because if you look at the Cleveland Indians right now, they are not a good baseball team. They're not. They are hanging on in a division that fucking sucks. That's what they are.
I don't know. They're 15, 16 games over 500.
Okay, but because they're in a shit division.
Yeah,
All right,
and
well,
they're
then
leading the wild card.
Are they a World Series contending team? Are they?
Right now?
Oh, they are? You're going to tell me they are?
Yankees are in a division, though, where if you combine two teams wins, they only have 5 more wins than the Yankees right now.
Look, if you look at Major League Baseball objectively, there's probably 3 teams that you can say can win a World Series: New York, Houston, and Los Angeles. But that doesn't mean that these other teams like Cleveland, who now are entrenched in a playoff spot, and now have cut. When's the last time we talked about the Indians? What were they, 10, 11 games out of first place? Now they're 3 games out. They're just going to give up on that?
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding.
I am understanding.
The Indians are in a critical spot right now for their franchise where they can potentially make
Trevor
one
Bauer
move
in the offseason.
Where they can potentially make one move right now that still keeps them competitive and still gives them that chance.
But okay, I understand that, and I'm not disagreeing with you. That's why
a lot better for next year.
I want to rip my face off right now.
Trevor Bauer doesn't have the same value at the end of the season as he does right now.
And if they're going to trade him in season, they need somebody to step. This guy's their ace.
They don't need someone to step in and do exactly what he's doing. When is Corey Kluber coming back?
What is Chance Adams going to do for the Cleveland Indians?
He's going to pitch and he's going to be competent. But
you're not say it with a fucking straight face. You can't even say it with a straight face.
What are you doing here, Chris? Cleveland has the second lowest run.
Am I sitting here saying, hey, the Yankees can call up and just give away Chance? No, I'm telling you that the Yankees can call and say, hey, here's Chance Adams. That can be your starter, right? But I'm also going to give you Florial. I'm going to give you Clint Frazier back. Right? And who else? Who else do they want?
I want none.
They want somebody to make starts for them.
Acevedo, fine. Then give him the Garcia guy, whatever his name is. Valencia, whatever.
What did I just say 3 minutes ago?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They need somebody to step in and pitch at Trevor Bauer.
Let me tell you something. If I'm right, if Trevor Bauer becomes a New York Yankee, I want a fucking entire episode where you apologize to me.
You get punched in the face twice if he doesn't.
If he doesn't, I will let you. No. Here's the thing. It depends on why he didn't. But if he gets traded and he's a New York Yankee, or if he gets traded anywhere and they get just a competent starter to replace him, then I get to punch you in the face.
Look at the key words you used. They're competent. Chance Adams is a competent major league starter.
Has he not been up here? Has he not pitched okay against the Red Sox?
So because someone's been up here, that makes them competent.
Had one okay start.
So and you're going to call him Chance Adams for anyone then. I don't care who you want to give him.
Want somebody like Domingo Herman.
You know, it would have been nice if he was healthy. Might have been Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah, that's a guy that they could have taken.
He's going to be healthy.
They're not going to take him though.
No, not for like a run.
The guy might not be ready till September.
No.
Come on.
I'm telling you right now, you're being unrealistic.
No, Chris, you
all right.
are.
And you know what? I hope I'm right. I really do. And you guys
Breaking
can both
news,
apologize.
Trevor Bauer head-to-head trade.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Chance Adams
steal for the Indians.
Chance Adams would not even be like anything anyone cares about in the
Christian
deal.
What Christian is saying is that they have such a good chance at still winning this division. Yes, they do.
They do without Trevor Bauer too.
All right, but then you need to replace Trevor Bauer.
Okay, is their goal to get into the postseason this year? Yes or no? Is
yes.
their goal to get? Okay, so they get into the postseason.
Okay.
Once they're there, what do they want to do?
Win?
Win what?
The World Series?
Okay, so if they don't have Trevor Bauer, don't they need somebody that will be able to step in there and make big time postseason?
So make a double move then. But who has the most pieces? Who has the most pieces to give you a good team?
If the Indians were 15 games under 500, this is a different conversation. But it's not because they're 15 games over 500.
They have 7 and 3 their last 10.
They have look at what the Yankees did in 2016. Look at what they did.
What did they do?
They traded.
They broke it down because they figured
did they? Because they were in Game 7 of the ALCS the next year. And was that 2016 team, even if they were 3 games out of the AL East, were they going to win a World Series that year?
Were the Yankees in a playoff position when they broke it down?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It's a completely different set of circumstances.
I'm saying
they were like that.
Thank God they weren't, because then they wouldn't have made those moves.
That was right after the Rays series. They got swept, right, that year?
Yes.
So then
That was
like,
awful.
All right, we're just going to,
right
before the Rays
series.
Blessing in, no, it was right after. It was that next day.
Okay, whatever.
Blessing, it was actually this time next week in 2016. It was
the Yankees didn't hold a wild card
blessing
spot,
in disguise.
but
Blessing in disguise.
Okay, fine.
So
Fine.
maybe so let me ask you this, right?
Would you have
Indians
been
don't
pissed
make
at
any
Brian
moves.
Cashman if he pulled the plug on a season where at July 31st they were holding a playoff spot? Would you have felt that was the right move?
No, but
no, exactly.
how did the Yankees respond after that? Did they not get better immediately? Did they almost fight to take the division?
Were they ever a realistic threat?
I'm asking you a question. Did they get better?
They played
They
better.
did.
Did
They
they get
did.
better? That's a
So now
different-
you're telling me that you can make one move to make your entire franchise better for years to come, and you're not going to do it because you might win the World Series? They're nowhere near ready to win a World Series right now.
if they get in,
I disagree, man.
and they have Bauer and
Dude,
Carrasco,
baseball is one
and-
sport where if you
and
get
Corey
in,
Kluber.
anything can happen. And
You know what?
especially with a
Have
team
we
that
talked? Did you guys talk about Carrasco last week?
Cleveland,
Yes.
yeah, we brought him up.
You did, right?
Cleveland has allowed the second least amount of runs in the American League. You get to the postseason, it's all about pitching. You get to the postseason with Kluber, Bauer, and I believe they have the best bullpen in baseball.
and the Rays didn't trade Chris Archer for prospects either.
Yeah,
They kind of.
Can we just bring up like how terrible of a trade
That was such
for
a-
Pittsburgh?
Let me tell you
Is that
something.
one of the worst trades of the last
No,
5
because
years?
who did we talk to? And they said these guys weren't really.
but Chris
like,
Archer's a bum, dude.
He is a bum.
You loved them.
Dude, go back to
No, I'm
old
saying,
times.
like,
I
back
loved
in the
him,
day,
but-
you
but
loved him.
But I knew he was washed up.
Is he washed up or he just lost his fastball?
He not washed up, but he wasn't worth the haul that the Rays got. Dude, Austin Meadows he's one of the best players in the American League
he's
East
good,
right now.
man. He's really
And Tyler
good.
Glasnow, it sucks that he's hurt, but dude, he was
Oh, he's hurt now?
he's been hurt all
hurt. He
year.
got
Oh, since that time he never came off the
Yeah,
DL?
that probably really hurt them
Wow.
this year so far.
Yeah,
And
because
who's the other apple of everybody's eye? Matthew
Boyd.
His ERA's over
No,
4 now.
please don't give me Matthew Boyd.
He's never pitched to an under 4 ERA in his career.
Honestly, I don't even
how
want
old is
them.
he? 12?
I want to get more
Isn't he
bullpen
young?
guys.
Yeah, right. That could honestly be what happens
We don't
again, to
need-
be honest.
We don't need you don't need starting pitching anymore in baseball. It's
You do
over.
in the postseason right
You need
now.
3. You need 3 guys.
Yeah, the Yankees don't even have one.
2.
They have
If
one.
Severino comes
Tanaka.
back. And you don't even need that, man. If you go with 2 starting pitchers and the rest are bullpen arms, a few that are long relievers, like you'll have Jay Happ, James Paxton, Domingo Herman could probably give you a couple innings at a time.
James Paxton is going to make a start in the postseason.
What are we going to do?
I know,
with this
but I
guy?
don't know, man. I don't know where he's
He
going to
was
start.
good
I
the last
agree.
few
I
times
agree.
out, right?
But I'm saying if you went without a starting rotation, I don't think it's a thing anymore. I don't think it really matters to have a starting rotation.
If
how
the
the
Yankees
Yankees
pick
won-
up 2 more huge arms out of the bullpen, they're probably not worrying about who's starting a postseason
Look
game.
at how
who
the
cares?
Yankees. Look at the rotation the Yankees used to win their last World Series. They had a legit ace, no question, in CC Sabathia.
AJ Burnett and Andy Pettit.
And then you want to say,
They used only
in
3
the
guys.
postseason, Tanaka could be that legit ace. Okay.
Yeah.
You had a wildly inconsistent AJ Burnett. Even in the postseason, he couldn't
Who had
keep,
one big game in the postseason, so you
True.
could get that out
James-
of Paxton.
You can absolutely get that out of James Paxton. And you got old man, and the old man stepped up when he needed
CC.
to. And
CC's our
Andy
Pettit
Pettit.
this year.
Yeah.
could
And
the,
Cece's almost pitching to
And I'll tell you right
an
now,
ERA in the 3s. I
If
think
it
he's
is-
a 4.05
if
right
the
now.
first round is Tampa Bay versus the Yankees, I want Sabathia on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
406 currently.
But then do you kind of not want him on the mound because he's played so much against them this
No.
year?
No, here's what I'll say. You don't want him on the mound, but if he has to be, I'm confident.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
the issue is everybody's going to spit until they're blue in the face. The Yankees need starting pitching. The Yankees need starting pitching. The Yankees need starting pitching. Where are they getting it from? Where is it coming
Yeah.
from?
There's only Marcus Stroman really right now. You got to.
Are you going to pay that price on Marcus Stroman?
I would.
What kind of a price? What kind of a
David-
price are we
David
talking?
If you told
price.
me that it was Clint Frazier and nobody's for him, okay, maybe I do it. But are they going to want?
How about Miguel Andujar?
Let's talk about that for a second
because I wanted to bring this up.
He's been very relevant lately.
I think the Yankees need to get rid of Miguel Andujar.
I disagree.
You want to trade him to Toronto though? I don't know if
I would. I just think he doesn't belong on this team anymore.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Because he's hurt?
No. Yeah, because he's hurt. Because I despise people that get hurt. What was their record at this point last year?
It
was about the same.
But doesn't it feel different this year?
Yeah, because of the Red Sox last year.
Yes.
But what feels different about the Yankees?
Their unit. It's unity.
In my opinion,
Chris likes their unit this year.
Their
they got
defense.
a nice boner.
Their defense.
How crisp. How
we talked about this. You're right.
How unnoticeable has it been? Has their defense been?
Yeah.
Where you don't even you watch a ball. How many times
you don't hold your breath?
How many
anymore.
times did you see a ground ball to third base? And you're like, oh, here comes a fucking error.
Yeah, every time.
We got to watch this. We got to watch this whole play develop.
But how many times did we talk about this? You're right that he doesn't fit in because of that. But we can't just excuse the type of offensive talent.
No, and I'm not at all. But I'm saying with that offensive talent, you can get somebody that can.
All right,
fit
can
this
you
team.
get a big name player with him headlining a package?
Get Marcus Stroman
as
for Miguel Andujar.
While he's hurt,
but
maybe to the Blue Jays.
First of all, I'm going to squash that right there.
Well, they have Vlad Jr., so
they don't see him as a long-term third baseman either because of his defense.
His defense sucks.
Apparently, I don't know. I can't remember where the hell I saw this, but I saw a report somewhere is that the Jays are a little hesitant to deal with the Yankees again after they got freaking Brandon Drury back from Happ last year.
Right.
Let me ask you this.
So they're going to take another injured player from the Yankees, and I don't know. Marcus Stroman doesn't strike me as a type that I'm gonna.
He's good.
I really don't want him.
He's good.
I'm a big just stack up this bullpen. I want them to get that Will Smith.
You've always been that guy.
Yeah.
Again,
you've been consistent.
But the Giants are. I agree, man.
Let me ask you this, and I'm not asking you to answer.
I love Miguel Andujar too, by the way.
I'm not asking you this to answer as a Yankee management. I'm asking you just based off of what your gut tells you. Right now, who do you trust more in a game in October, J. Happ or James Paxton?
I'd have to say James Paxton.
Me too, I think.
I think he's got the greater potential to be
I just
better.
think he has that composure.
He has more of a dominant aspect to him that he can be dominant in a. But Happ, it seems like even the games now where you want to jump down his throat, like the other day, I checked the scores. I was on vacation. And they're already losing 2-0 after, the first or second inning. And I'm like, this fucking guy, man, he's pitching to a 5 ERA. And now he's giving up these runs, but he settled in and it looked like he pitched a really good game. So, I mean, we shouldn't be having that debate. We shouldn't have to even think about that. It should be James Paxton without even a thought. And it has to get to that.
Unless he completely falls off the face of the earth the rest of the season. Going into today, they showed the stat. His first inning ERA is the worst in the American League. His ERA
by far.
His ERA from innings 2 through whatever is the best in the American League.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat.
Really?
Yes.
The best.
The best.
Out of just starters or just
Yes.
Wow.
His lowest, it probably went up today because he did get knocked around a little bit in the middle innings. Mm-hmm. But his ERA starting in the second inning on is the lowest in the American League.
Wow. That says something.
Yeah, and it's, and then I don't know. What do you want to, then people are bringing up, let's use an opener for Paxton.
Well, it's still his first fucking inning when he comes in, whether it's the second or third or the fourth.
I'm fine. I'd rather a pitcher it be that way than the opposite, where it's your last inning.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
If you give up runs in the first inning, you have 8 innings.
A lot of it has to do with him getting a feel for the mound and what's working for him that day.
Oh, definitely. Look at his stuff. His stuff gets better as the game goes on.
In October, that formula doesn't work. He can't be bad in the first inning. When you're pitching in a game in October, you can't give up 1 or 2 runs in the first inning and put all the momentum the other way. We've seen that happen where then it silences the Yankees.
If you are going to fall behind in a game,
you think this team is too good?
I don't think falling behind a run or two
is too good.
Is going to. If like I said it on Twitter.
But it's October. You're facing the best pitching.
Okay,
the best teams.
Do you honestly think that you're not going to give up any runs? I'd rather if you're telling me that James Paxton is going to give me 2 runs in 6 innings every time he pitches, I want to give him up early.
Okay,
let him settle in. Let him get that the other team had that false sense of security where like, oh, we're going to hit this guy today. Goes in, boom, shuts him down. Now your
to
team
Ryan's point where this team's been down like every game. That's what it is. These teams have this false sense of like, oh, we got a nice lead here. And all of a sudden,
and you have 8 innings.
The pitching settles in and this team just ends up dominating. This team is very good.
Well, and the good thing is when a guy does have a bad first inning, you have so many different arms that you can go to counteract it. I mean, look at
you guys are definitely right on that.
Like Chad Green the other night, he did exactly what he did in the that wild card game.
Yeah, it was like bases loaded. 2 years ago.
Bases loaded, no
2
outs,
big strikeouts.
And I think Domingo Herman's going to be a big part of that.
I got to say this too.
He's going to be Chad Green B in the postseason, where you'll have Chad Green be the guy who comes in if the starter's struggling, and then it'll be Domingo Herman if Chad Green can't pitch.
If Severino doesn't come back, Domingo Herman could pitch big games in the postseason.
Domingo Herman, in my opinion, is likely going to get some postseason starts.
He better get some starts.
Well, think about this.
But we were saying that might not happen, not because of his stuff, but because of his limits.
I think if the Yankees
that's why
continue to hold this big lead,
you're right.
They're going to choke him down.
I hope that's a great point. I hope they do that.
They'll choke him down the stretch.
I could also see Ottavino being a big early.
But will choking him screw him? Like, does that screw him over?
It could hurt his.
Here's my thing about Domingo Herman, man. If you take away those starts when we didn't know he was injured and he wasn't saying shit, he's been phenomenal this year. He's been phenomenal.
I was really impressed with his last start. You can't start a game worse than Domingo Herman started his last start, where he gave up back-to-back home runs to start the game.
And then what?
The third batter, he allowed a walk on 4 pitches. So, I mean, what's the worst way to start a game? Back-to-back home runs and then walk the third hitter on 4 pitches. Then he got a double play and he ended up getting out of the inning.
I don't know. Apparently, people were speculating his limits around 140, 150. He's at 88 right now.
Oh, so he...
Well, maybe being injured was...
No, that was a big... that wasn't that big of a deal for the Yankees.
I'm just saying maybe that was good for them.
Yeah, no, they really didn't... On the field, it really didn't matter much. And, it was allowed them to do, allow his innings to come down a little bit. Again, you want to get starting pitching, but, where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Was bad starting pitching the reason they didn't win the ALDS last year, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, Severino really think shit in the bed.
Happ did pretty poorly.
And I mean, Happ got rocked around, and then you were relying on CC Sabathia, a guy who we keep saying is our 5th starter.
The Red Sox were just that good.
At the end of the day, though, too. But think about it. Did they still have a shot in that last game? When Giancarlo Stanton was up at the plate. Man. So it is pitching. You need pitching. You want to set yourself up to have the best possible roster you can have. But at the end of the day, man, you're going to have your chances and you got to make the most of them.
I got to say, this is going to sound really stupid.
Stanton had his chances. And
it's going to sound dumb, but until you're just really sitting down and watching a phenomenal defense the way the Yankees have right now, you don't realize how important defense truly is.
Yeah, you really don't.
Like, this defense is so... Did you see the plays DJ was making at first base to end the game yesterday?
Oh, yeah, that pick he made to end the game.
God, man.
With that fat
You just don't realize it, and you say, you know what? That's how you just know this. You're right. You said it.
I know.
What's the biggest difference?
I thought about it yesterday. Just
this team
to not
is
have
just,
to worry about defense.
Yeah.
It's like having financial security.
Bro,
like, you're not worried about that aspect.
We saw them take Miguel Andujar out of a game.
Yeah.
One of the best hitters in all baseball last year.
Every time.
5th inning? Yeah. And then he didn't even start the elimination game because of his defense.
Is DJ LeMahieu going to sit a playoff game?
Absolutely not.
No, that's a great point.
And Gio Urshela is looking like he could be a real player in this league. Not Miguel Andujar level.
But with Andujar, if they are going to trade him, they're not trading him to a team like, say, if they do make a deal
with
the Indians,
off-season move,
because it'll be with a team that is completely out of it, right? That doesn't need him this year.
Yeah, no, I agree, completely agree.
But we'll take him even injured right now because they don't care about this season. And they know what kind of a bat.
Again, who's out there you trading Miguel Andujar for?
Yeah, right now. I mean, Gerrit Cole. If they can sign Gerrit Cole,
you're trading him for Gerrit Cole.
The Yankees are still high on Gerrit Cole. They're
trading Miguel Andujar.
No. I'm saying if you can get Gerrit Cole and also sign him long term, he doesn't become a rental anymore.
Gerrit Cole pitches for the Astros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying
he's a free agent at the end of the year.
I'm saying that if you can sit there and say to Gerrit Cole, if you could say to the Astros, okay, I might make this trade, talk to Cole and say, look,
Chris,
we're going to sign you.
Chris, he's a free agent at the end of the year.
Astros are going to trade Gerrit Cole?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
They need Gerrit Cole.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, no, I'm thinking they're just going to sign him.
Gerrit Cole was in the discussion. Andujar was in a discussion a few years ago.
Right. But I'm thinking that at the end of this, Cashman's going to go after Gerrit Cole.
Yeah, obviously.
My point to this and what I was thinking this week is they probably, if they do get Madison Bumgarner, aren't going to sign him long term because I think Cashman's going to go after Gerrit Cole.
Then he's probably not going to be a Yankee because
he's probably not.
If the Giants are going to decide, if they have a rough week here and they decide they're going to sell, they're going to.
But aren't they going to want Andujar?
Are you going to trade Andujar for a rental now?
No.
Exactly.
I'm saying, isn't that who they're going to ask for?
I'm sure they're going to ask for the sun, the moon, and the stars, and the Yankees aren't going to want to pay it.
So you're right. There isn't anyone. There's no logical person you're trading Miguel Andujar.
And think about it like this. The Red Sox won the World Series last year, right? Where did they get contributions from? Jackie Bradley Jr. Going into the postseason?
Pierce.
Steve Pierce.
Oh, remember him?
Didn't he win the World Series MVP?
Thank you.
Probably.
Was his first name Steve?
Oh, no. It had to have been David Price.
No, I think Pierce won it.
Going into that series, going into the postseason, do you think those were going to be the two guys that were going to carry the Red Sox offensively?
Mookie Betts and JD.
Yeah, exactly. And then Chris Sale wasn't good for them. They got a guy that was historically bad in big games, David Price stepping up, and Nate Eovaldi came out of nowhere.
And Eovaldi, yeah.
So, you know
even
what?
Kimbrel wasn't that good.
Is Eovaldi still hurt?
Yes.
They said he's going to come back and be their closer.
He was in AAA, right?
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, he's probably on. I don't know if he's on a rehab.
Have the Red Sox just thrown it? Like, are they done? You think?
No.
Like, are they really going to risk Nate Eovaldi coming back and throwing in high?
I don't know. As we're sitting here on July 21st,
they're 12 games
right
out,
now,
13 games out.
They're behind the Yankees 12 games, and in the wild card, they're 3 games behind Oakland for that second spot.
So no, they're not out of it.
No,
They'll definitely
no one's
make
really
the
out of it
postseason.
except for like 3 or 4 teams: the Orioles, the Blue Jays, and the Marlins.
I mean, you want Mike Minor. Texas is kind of falling behind here. They're 6 games out. You want Mike Minor. I'm sure the Rangers aren't giving him away either.
I'll tell you what, any Yankee fan sitting here and saying like, these games matter, bro. You can't be sitting, guys. The Yankees can lose this division by 1 game. I'll tell you right now, if the Yankees lose this division by 1 game, they don't even deserve to be in the playoffs.
Because their plane crashed.
Yeah, seriously. God forbid. But yeah, like honestly, if this team is within a game or loses this division by a game, they don't deserve to win it.
This team will not.
It will not even be close.
They won't be challenged the rest of the way. And by challenged, I mean 4 games in a loss column. So you're telling the
Rays or Red Sox would have to play.
They only play the Rays 2 more times, right?
Once.
One more time.
Or 2 more games.
2 more games.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the best way to jump a team? Play them and beat them yourself.
Yeah, right.
And I got fans telling me like, "Oh, we got to play the Red Sox 12 more times." The Red Sox are going to go 10-2 in those 12 games. That's the only way.
But even
and again, if they do, that's a problem.
Yeah, then the Yankees don't.
Right.
Don't
this team has already. Every year, I feel like since we've been doing this, we've been like, "Who are the New York Yankees?" We finally have an answer. They're a really good fucking baseball team, right?
Yeah.
And if they're going to go, if they're going to go 2-10 against the Red Sox, that's just completely uncharacteristic, which means something went wrong.
It's not going to see the Yankees playing bad enough the rest of the way for them to feel threatened in this division.
No, it's not going to happen. You're 100% right.
Yeah, I think even if they played under 500,
and if it does something catastrophic happen,
they'd still win like 96 games this year.
Before we wrap it up here, we got to give Mike Tauchman a little love here.
I'm shocked with these numbers you gave me.
Yeah, Katie Sharp tweeted this out earlier, and this was prior to today's game. Tauchman did play today. But in his last 25 games, he's batting .317 with an on base at .394 with 8 extra base hits and 13 runs batted in.
It's unreal.
How many games was that? 25?
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to the beginning. Did you say that included today or didn't?
No, it did not include.
Because he hit another home run today.
Oh, he did. That's right. He did hit another home run.
He hit a home run. He had an RBI, obviously. And I don't know what else he did.
Giancarlo Tauchman.
I mean, we'll be honest. Me and Christian weren't really watching the game much today. He was following on his phone, but we had the Hall of Fame going, which
I had to turn off Mike Messina.
I mean,
what's rule 1 of public speaking?
Don't look down.
Don't chew gum.
Oh, don't chew gum. Yeah, I know.
Don't chew gum.
No, I got to say, I know Mike Messina's monotone, but like I was really excited for his speech because I know he's such an intelligent guy. His speech was so boring. It was good, but it was like the words he was spewing out of his mouth were great, but the way he was doing it was just,
I didn't know he was the pitcher during the Jeter flip.
And in friggin' Holidays.
Well, you were
wife,
like 3
man,
months
I
old,
was crying like a little bitch.
I was 9.
Oh,
the Jeter flip. But his best outing was the 2003 ALCS Game 7 coming in out of the bullpen.
You know, I'm bringing up Mike Tauchman for a reason, and it's because we've had this discussion several times on here about Clint Frazier, and I'm a big Clint Frazier guy, still am. But for this team, Mike Tauchman's a better fit.
For this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he's going to continue to play at close to this level, Clint Frazier is irrelevant right now.
But even if he doesn't, Mike Tauchman isn't even up here to be an offensive guy. Just to be able to put him in the outfield and not have to hold your breath when the ball's hit to him makes him more valuable than Clint Frazier.
Like Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar, it's easy to say they are above average offensive players.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We don't need that from those guys. We just don't. There's so many guys in this team that can provide that.
Part of the perfect team is a blend.
Yes.
Right? And
a team.
We have even our shitty guys, even our Mike Tauchmans are coming through offensively.
Everybody has a role. I've never seen.
I'm sorry, we
like
don't need Clint Frazier's bat.
And
what we need is a competent, good
everybody
outfielder.
Loves Cameron Maybin, but
why is everyone excited for him to be not hurt?
He's got to get designated for assignment.
Why is everyone excited? Like, we can't wait to have you back, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens, dude. You unfortunately get injured.
Mike Tauchman deserves.
Maybe we're wrong.
Huh?
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe Tauchman goes back down and
because he has options. But Mike Tauchman deserves a spot on this team.
No, yeah, I agree, man. He's been a very good player,
and the team loves him because he's a Game of Thrones nerd.
Now, look, if by the time Cameron Maybin comes back,
that guy Rye's favorite player.
If he goes 0-for-5 over 3 games with 5 strikeouts a game, then you could send his ass back down to screen.
They all said that if they need to know anything about Game of Thrones, Tauchman's the guy.
Well, really, he read all the books.
So
he was on the R2C2.
He's a super nerd.
Super nerd.
Well, they had the San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, and the creators didn't show up. They said it was scheduling conflicts, but they knew that they were going to get tortured on their panel.
And again, we'll tie Frazier into the whole starting pitching debate here. You know, Mike Francesa loves Mad Bum, right? And I think to a degree we all do. But Francesa's way off base by saying the Yankees should trade Frazier for Mad Bum.
Why?
You're not trading him for a rental.
I disagree at this point.
No, I do.
Andujar, yes, you're right. But Frazier is so expendable to this team.
If Randy Johnson was in his prime, like when he got traded to the Astros that year, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Excuse me?
I listen.
Who got traded to the Astros? What?
Randy Johnson. He got traded to the Astros for like 98.
And that's what helped them win the World Series.
He didn't win the World Series.
In 2001.
Who?
Oh.
The Astros.
I'm thinking of the Diamondbacks.
God.
When was he on the Astros?
Gerrit Cole was on the Astros.
Oh my God.
I didn't know he was on the Astros.
You guys are so stupid. It's not even funny.
I thought you're making a point of like Randy Johnson was in his prime and took the Diamondbacks to the World Series.
Didn't Randy Johnson?
Randy Johnson got traded from Seattle to the Astros in 1998, and in the stretch run, he went 10-1 with a 1.28 ERA. If you mean to tell me that was the same guy, Mad Bum, or if Randy Johnson was available, yeah, Clint Frazier for a rental, fine.
But who cares what Mad Bum does? You care what he does in October.
No, I disagree with you that you can't
care what he does in October.
You can't trade Andujar or Frazier for a rental.
You got to trade Frazier for
There's not a legitimate ace out there that you're going to trade a guy that good that has control for.
You're going to trade Frazier for
Bumgarner. Look at Bumgarner's playoff
If you can headline a deal with
he's
Clint
a
Frazier,
rental.
It doesn't matter.
And he's not an ace anymore.
Yeah,
you're trading him for the hope of what he can do in October.
He's an ace.
Well, this is part of what I said a while back when we debated on Dallas Keuchel or Mad Bum and why I was saying Dallas Keuchel made more sense.
I'm not.
But at this point, Mad Bum's the only guy.
I'm not trading Clint Frazier for a rental.
Well, you're stupid.
Yeah,
and
then you don't want to win a World Series.
Well, then I guess Brian Cashman does.
What is Clint Frazier to you? And when is there ever going to be a guy that pops up where you say, okay, fine, I'll get rid of Clint Frazier. This is your time. Clint Frazier has no future here.
That's great, but I'm sure that
you're gonna
make a
if you can make a move that you believe. No, you said it yourself. There's no better trade.
I would trade him straight up for Marcus Stroman. I would.
Frazier?
Yes.
I think that gets the deal done.
I would do that.
If you can throw in 3 no names and a Clint Frazier,
do that.
They would definitely.
I would trade Marcus because I have control over him for next year.
But you also, like, I know a lot of it has to do with numbers, but a big part of it is what can this guy do for me in October? You don't know what Marcus Stroman can do for you in October. You have the belief that Madison Bumgarner is lights out. So you make that move 100 out of 100 times.
You make it 0 out of.
I actually believe that if Madison Bumgarner is a New York Yankee, it's because
Are you
Clint
telling
Frazier,
me I have to add more prospects to the deal?
Very low guys you don't even care about. I'm not talking like you're not going to go Frazier plus like Florial and like.
I'm not even getting Tyro Estrada in this deal.
No, not even Estrada. If you're just going Clint Frazier, maybe a couple losers,
the bat dog.
couple bums that are getting paid like $20,000 after income tax and everything. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
And then you make that move.
You know what? You still have 5 years of control over this guy. And you're going to give him up for a rental?
That's what I'm talking about.
Again, this is not Justin Verlander. This is not Randy Johnson.
Who was Justin Verlander at the time they got him? It was nobody.
I think you're kind of underselling how.
No, I like what you just said.
Madison Bumgarner is arguably the greatest postseason pitcher of all time.
Yes, and I would trade for him 100% of guys that I don't have that I'm not.
I just think.
Don't you want to win a World Series?
But here's the point.
I do.
But here's the point.
It takes?
But here's the point that Christian just made that made me kind of second guess it. He just made me second guess it because he said, I have 5 years of control of this guy. That's so valuable. So to give that up for a rental, I get it. But I think at this point, Frazier. But I think it's
the same reason why you're not going to trade Andujar for a rental.
But I think at this point, it's just like, you know what? I don't give a shit what kind of years he has, how valuable it is. If this is what it takes, if I need to get rid of a guy who I don't even call up over Mike Tauchman anymore to get Madison Bumgarner and help this team win a World Series, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this episode, by the way.
Okay.
I really did. I thought it was a phenomenal episode.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And just to remind everyone, go to iTunes and leave us a 5-star rating and review.
Who's the starting?
Subscribe.
Who's the starting third baseman for the Yankees next year? Opening day.
If Miguel Andujar's here.
DJ LeMahieu. Andujar's completely healthy.
DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu is the Yankees' third baseman, and Gio Urshela will probably be Yankee 2 for a few years.
Is Miguel Andujar here?
No.
If he's not here, then obviously it's DJ LeMahieu.
No,
he's healthy.
I don't think.
I'll say Andujar's healthy. I don't know if he's here.
No,
that's part of the question. If you trade Miguel Andujar, DJ LeMahieu better get a 3-year extension.
Yes.
Yeah. But look,
or the Yankees. There's a lot of ways, and we don't. There's a lot. We don't have to go deep into this, and I don't want to be honest with you, but I'll bring this up. Or you could look at it like this: Andujar, third base, Gleyber Torres is your shortstop. DJ LeMahieu plays second base, and Didi's not a Yankee next year. You can go that route as well.
You can, but I just think at this point,
if the Yankees win a World Series with this defense, with this infield defense, I do see how maybe it's hard to trade.
I think Andujar's done. I don't think they'll trade him this season unless they get like a Stroman and the Blue Jays are willing to take Andujar.
I'm not trading Andujar in the division. I need him in the National League.
Well, that's never going to happen because they know he.
Then trade him to the AL West. I don't want to face him 19 times a year.
Andujar will be traded before next season. It will be in the offseason.
You see these guys get hurt, and then somebody comes up and replaces them, and then
look at Lou Gehrig's career. Lou Gehrig's career was flourished on an injury.
You don't even know who the guy that replaced him after he died.
Wally. Who do you replace Lou Gehrig?
Yeah, but you don't know who replaced Lou Gehrig after he died.
Was it
that's a famous example, but you don't know who replaced after Lou Gehrig died. You don't know who replaced him.
I do know, actually.
Of course you do. You didn't even know that Gerrit Cole was a free agent at the end of the year.
Gerrit Cole.
Gerrit
Cole.
But it's just like all these guys, man. They like Maben was having a great year.
My
He
dad
stepped
knows
up,
the
then
guy.
He falls down and now.
dead.
Who replaced Lou Gehrig?
Oh,
He knew him.
Collins.
Tommy Collins.
No. Collins.
All right, who
Yeah,
cares?
you're right, bro.
Anyway.
Thanks. He was the first baseman.
It's an interesting week for the Yankees here. For everybody that thinks they're going to blow the division.
I vape now, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that says about you. But anyway, Yanks are in Minnesota now for 3. All 8-10 starts Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
3-0.
Central time.
The series will start with CC against Perez. Then it'll be Herman against Gibson. And wrap up against Happ versus Odorizzi. And then it'll be
Odorizzi.
4 against the Sox, who, you know, they're going to sweep the Yankees. So there's really no point in talking about it.
Yeah, don't even talk.
Oh, is that what people are saying?
Where they have like 17 straight days with a game or something? What's
They're off after the Red Sox series. They're off.
They only have a couple more off days this whole season.
They have 1, 2,
fine with that.
3, 4, 5, 6 more off days.
Wow.
That's like nothing.
Yeah.
So,
our video's all messed up.
Yeah, it's been like this the whole
I don't
time.
know why.
because you're ugly and the camera broke.
Maybe it's you.
Can you punch him in the face now, please?
I actually wouldn't even mind it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be the crybaby after.
I gotta say though, I thought
I
Luke
should
Voigt
punch you in the face after what happened to Voigt.
Yeah,
this
Luke
week.
Voigt took one in the face yesterday. And
dude, that
He
was
equated
wild.
it to getting punched in the face.
I had to keep that video away from my wife.
Did you see the?
So she.
Did you see the side by side of the Voigt
and Rocky
getting hit in
punched
slow-mo?
in the face.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I gotta say though, I thought when I came back the whole time I was like, all I'm gonna do is think about the punch, and I'm just gonna be ready for it.
That
And
doesn't count,
just
by the way.
talking
That
about
would have been the best time.
just
to do it. I'm
talking
gonna
about
be ready for
Yankees,
it.
just talking about the Yankees, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
It would have
no,
been like
you-
the Office episode when he's like, I don't like to walk in front of people because it makes you the most vulnerable, Dwight and Jim.
Uh-huh.
And then Jim just smacks him
Oh
across
yeah,
the
yeah,
face.
yeah.
So we'll actually be back Sunday morning, early Sunday, because the Yankees are playing the Sox for Sunday Night Baseball.
Sox.
So we'll do
I
our
love Sunday night games.
we'll do our early morning Sunday pod, so you can listen
Except that they're on
before
ESPN.
the ESPN game.
Oh, hi.
So to wrap up the show, just for everybody that thought the world was ending after Chapman allowed that home run to Travis d'Arnaud on Monday,
It didn't.
it didn't. Okay.
I apologize because I feel like I'm responsible for Travis d'Arnaud having like this resurgence.
you
'cause
are.
I
Douche.
said I really hate Travis d'Arnaud. And
Travis douche now.
ever
Just
since I brought
like
that up, he's been killing it.
James Paxton's bad start today isn't going to end the season for the Yankees. This team is too good.
They're
too good.
They've proved it, bro. They deserve.
So awesome.
They
Even if
deserve
they go-
your confidence.
Bro, even if they go 3-4 on this road trip, it doesn't matter right now.
just win. Just win like just as much as you're losing at this point.
What's it called? What is the pilot?
If the Yankees-
Cruise control. We're on cruise
If
control.
the Yankees go fucking 500 for the rest of the year, their record is still like 100 games probably.
Yeah, I think I said that they
It's
win
like insane.
96.
What do they have left?
Fans need to stop making
They
this.
probably have, like 65 games left this
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
So they win another 30 games, they'll win, 95 games?
We always rip fans like for going too overboard. And maybe like we're not
No,
fair sometimes.
They'll win 99. If they go 500, they'll be in the 99 to 100 win
Right.
range.
Maybe we're not fair
You mean
sometimes
it's
on
like-
it.
yeah.
But like now, take a fucking chill pill. Okay? Because
Yeah,
this team is so
seriously.
good.
Let's enjoy
if they
this.
lose
There's
a couple
no
bad
excuses
games,
this
let
year.
them lose. But don't sit there and say, he's done.
You got to
suck."
enjoy this, man, because they haven't been this good. I've never seen them this good. To
They
be
haven't
honest.
been this good since 1998.
Yeah, it's true. And I was going to ask you
I was a wee little
real quick
6-year-old
before we
then.
wrap up. I know you got to go. Can this team be as good as 1998? Can this team end up winning as many games as they did?
No, they can't win 100.
Why?
They can't win 116 games.
If
They're
they
on pace
perform
for
at this
107.
clip, if they perform at this clip, they
They
would win 100.
they're
They're
really,
22-6 before today's
They
game.
really
over the
need
last,
to like.
Yeah,
They'd
no,
have to go on like a 20-game run almost, like a
Yeah.
17-game
They're
run.
not gonna.
But it's possible they could. Look at
It's
their
possible,
schedule.
But
Yeah, teams
let's
suck
really,
this
you
year.
know, people like to throw around this
They
term,
could-
punting games.
Okay.
Boone's gonna have to punt a few of these games.
All right, but here's a better question.
They're gonna be up.
Can they
Yeah,
replicate?
but sometimes you punt it right to that 2-yard line and you come out with the
That's
win.
true.
You know?
But here's the thing:
he's been doing that lately.
Can they come close to what the Red Sox did in the regular season?
Can they win 108?
Yeah,
they'll probably win. They'll
imagine that back-to-back magical seasons.
I think they'll probably win
division.
in the 99 to 103
I think they'll win 105.
Range. I think they'll sit.
I'd say 105
because I think they'll be up by so much that
you got to start resting
they're
guys.
So deep though, like they could rest their entire lineup and have their
still
B lineup
good.
go out there and be better than most teams in the American League. The American League sucks.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
good.
really, really bad.
It's not good.
It's very
Let's
mediocre.
Go. He's got it. It's his wife's birthday.
Happy birthday, Lindsay.
Happy birthday, Linz.
All right,
love
so
you.
we'll be back Sunday, early Sunday.
We're not doing a midweek pod.
They're all 8-10 games.
Fuck it. Let's do a midnight pod.
No,
I'm doing one.
All right, you do
Twinning. 3-0.
All right. Anyway,
yes,
so
it's gonna be a nice sweep. Fucking Twins. Death, taxes, and the Twins suck against the Yankees.
So as we said, Twins Sox this week. We'll be back early Sunday before Sunday Night Baseball, and then then this is just real quick. This is how stupid the schedule is. Yankees are on this long stretch, no days off. Then they're off Monday and Thursday.
Yeah,
in the same week.
yeah, it's a fucking joke. That's a joke, right? How do you do that?
It's unbelievable.
They have 2 games, and then you know what? We'll give them 6 more days off, and we're gonna put 2 of them in the same week.
And then they
works,
got,
right?
And
That's
they got,
how it
oh
works.
my god! And you wonder why Boone has to rest guys. On
and then
big
they have
games.
17 straight games after that. They couldn't. I mean, it's just unbelievable. The schedule makers in MLB.
I heard what's the gorilla's name that they taught how to like
Harambe?
read? Yeah, that's dead
Coco. They're all both dead.
I heard Coco's making the
Coco would probably
schedule.
put out a much better schedule.
He just points. He just points to teams,
and signs,
and that's how they do
sign
it.
language. And
all right, so go to baseballism.com. Stay tuned for a word from them after the show. Follow them on Twitter at baseballism. Did you get any word on the code?
No, it's not. We might be rolling out some other promotion for them.
All right, so
we'll figure it out.
Just I don't know if you want to shop there, shop there. Who cares?
That's it.
Anyway,
more importantly, go to iTunes and leave us a review.
Follow us on Twitter at NYY Sports Talk, and then when you're there, importantly, click on each of our individual handles and follow us personally as well.
Absolutely,
because we're gonna
explode our personal shit, bro.
Yeah, you explode your personal shit after I leave.
Into the garbage.
Okay. What's the old expression? The best part of you is the part that was running down your mother's leg.
Oh my god,
love it.
We have the same mom.
Double diss.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You think you have the same mom.
We think that I don't forgive you for.
On that note, Stat Guy Rye.
Go Yanks.
Chris, say goodbye.
Within a game, a bond is made. He teaches his boy a game he played. 2 gloves, 1 ball, a day at the park, and the 2 play catch until it gets dark. And his boy does better than he thought he would, so the 2 played catch as long as they could. The boy and his friends, they play in the streets, tennis shoes and cans, no bases, no cleats. They hit home runs and they turn double plays, 1 great catch, and he's Willie Mays. But the sun starts to set in the old neighborhood, and they played in the streets as long as they could. The boy goes to school and plays for his team. He develops his craft and follows his dream. He has moments of glory, he has moments of shame, but they shape his life and they make his name. But he begins to get old, and it's understood. The boy played the game as long as he could. The boy, now a man, he has a son of his own, and he teaches his son a game he was shown. His son's first game, he sits in the stands. He yells out instruction, but it's not in his hands. And being late for the meeting was not in the plans, but a cheer for his son as long as he can. This is America's brand. This is baseballism. Do you believe in baseball?